we're going to talk about doing our bi-monthly cash count sheets. We do them from the 1st through the 15th of the month, and then the 16th through the end of the month. We're going to start. You're going to need two tabs up. The first one, you will need to have your cash drawer up. So I'm going to do a patron search real quick, and I am going to use Cuba's cash drawer. And thank you, Cheryl, for allowing me to use your cash drawer in our video. So here we go, Cuba cash drawer, and I am going to retrieve that patron. And I'm going to click over to bills, because that's where we will need to be. And just so I will have it when I need it, I am going to go ahead and open this tab and go to our admin, local administration, and go to cash reports. For cash reports, I'm going to set the dates for the time period for which I'm doing the cash count, and as an example, we'll just do the 1st through the 15th since that has already passed. So 1st and 15th, submit. And what we are going to be looking at is this area here, cash payment. This is all the money that came in through any of the bills portion of Evergreen, whether it was in your cash drawer or whether it was in a patron's account with them paying fines or overdues. Okay, it will be separated out by workstation, but you do want to be looking at the total that came in. We almost should never have anything over in check or credit card. It will all be here in cash payment. So with this open, I'm going to go back to Cuba's cash drawer, and I am going to click on History. Now, once you click on History, you're going to get a lot of nonsense going on down here of it retrieving for the dates that are over here. Just ignore that for now, and we need to click on the tab for Payments. Once we've clicked over to Payments, we're going to come over and we're going to change these dates to the dates that we want for our cash count total. And we are doing March 1st, and we will need to make sure we have the correct year in there, March 1st through 2018 through March 15, 2018, and we are going to retrieve those payments. So then we should have all of our payment history for the 1st through the 15th listed here, and you'll have our notes where it's different people who have annotated who took what payment, the amounts, the transaction type, which is always grocery, and then the billing type, which from your drop-down menu under grocery was miscellaneous, but we have set up templates now so you can select print, copies, faxes, or book sale depending on what the transaction was. Please be sure that on that drop-down menu you start selecting the correct billing type for the transaction, because Annalee will need this for tracking our incoming cash for the state of Missouri. Okay, I have my history payments March 1st through March 15th. I'm going to come down here and I'm going to click List Actions, and on this list I'm going to say Save List CSV to File. Okay, so Save List CSV to File. I'm going to click on that, and it's going to bring up my computer, and I want to save it to my desktop, and I'm already at my desktop, and I'm going to title this Cuba Cash Count Test for our purposes. And you'll notice that it's saving as all files. That's fine. Don't worry about that for now. And click the Save button. Exported Cuba Cash Count Test. Okay, that's exactly what we wanted. Now, for the moment, we are going to come up and we're going to minimize our Evergreen out of the way. I may need to move this around to find, there it is, Cuba Cash Count Test. All right, So there's the file that we just exported from Evergreen. I'm going to right click on it and click rename. Click at the very end, and after the word test I'm going to put .csv and then hit enter. And you can see that it will change the file over to a CSV or Excel type file. Now that I have this in an Excel type file, I want to open it. So I'm going to double click, and it's going to pop up, and it is going to have all those same transactions that we had on the payment history, with the amount, a payment number that's assigned, that it was a cash payment, the transaction grocery, and then the billing type, which was miscellaneous beginning, but since we have put our new templates in, you'll see we change it over to print, copy, fax, or book sale. What we need to do is we need to organize these into their specific groups. So you are going to take your billing type, which is in the last column, and you're going to highlight it. We're going to sort it from A to Z. So sort and filter, sort A to Z, and when you click it, you get a sort warning. This warning asks you if you want to expand the selection. The answer is always yes. This is what we want checked, expand the selection. Expanding the selection means that when these things get sorted into alphabetical order, their accompanying information will go with them. So this charge, miscellaneous grocery, for 50 cents, when that miscellaneous thing gets sorted into a different spot, this 50-cent information will go with it. So expand selection is what we want to have selected here. And then click sort. After that, you can see that it has sorted all of the transactions into book sale, copy, fax, miscellaneous, printer. Now we need to do a little work in this Excel sheet. So the very first copy, I want to put a space between the book sale and the copies. So I'm going to click on the very first copy, and it highlights that it's row 5 over here for me. So now I'm going to go over to row 5 and make sure my pointer is on row 5, then right click and then click insert. And it puts a space between the copies and the book sales. I'm going to come down, I'm going to click on the first fax. You can see that it highlights row 19. I'm going to right click on row 19 and click insert, and it separates copies from faxes. Click on the first miscellaneous, it highlights row 23. Right click insert, and then click on the first printer, it highlights row 44. Right click insert, and now I have a space between all of my transaction types. Now I'm going to start totaling, and even if you only have one transaction type here, you still want to do the totals in the amount column. The amount column is the actual money. I'm highlighting it here just to show you, but it doesn't need to be highlighted for what we're going to do. Okay, so in the amount column, I'm going to go in that space between book sale and copies in the money column. I'm going to highlight that cell, and I'm going to click the FX formula button. I want it to total. I want a sum for everything in that column before where I've clicked. So I click OK. It's going to tell me, does it want me, or do I want it to total column or cells B2 through B4? Yes, B2, B3, and B4. I want a total of those. Okay, and it tells me that that is $5.85. I am going to come over to column K now, and I'm going to put $5.85 as well to reflect that that's what the total is for book sale. It's totaled here, and it's totaled here. I'm going to come down in the empty space for copies. I'm going to hit the formula button again, sum, OK. Do I want it to total B6 through B13? Yes, that's what I want it to do. $18.25. I'm going to come over to column K and put in $18.25. I'm going to do the same thing for facts. I'm going to do the same thing for our miscellaneous, which we won't have going forward. And then I'm going to do the same thing for print. Okay? So I have every individual thing totaled, and then I've put their totals out to the side. Now, underneath the last number, I'm going to click, and I want a sum of all the amounts that I put in column K. So, yes, I want to sum all the amounts I put in column K that began with K5 and went all the way down to K67. I'm going to click OK. I'm going to put K5 colon K67. And then I'm going to click OK. It gives me $94.60 as my total. Okay? That is the amount of cash the Cuba cash drawer took in. However, this does not include all the fines. For that, we have to bring Evergreen back up and go back to that tab where we had our cash reports. That total that I told you about, $106.90, is all the money that was brought in for the drawer, or the drawers, for your laptops, whether it was the Cuba cash drawer billing or billing a patron for a fine. So $106.90 is the amount that I need. I should be able to copy and paste that. If your right click doesn't work, Control C will work. Then I'm come back and I'm going to just somewhere put that number in. Control V is paste. Alright, 106.90. Now I'm going to have to do a little bit of math. So I'm going to go and grab my calculator. Okay. And 106.90 was the total cash that was brought in from both laptops. And 94.60 was what was just the cash drawer where we charged for services. So 106.90 minus 94.60 equals $12.30. That $12.30 would have been the fines that were brought in. So I'm going to put $12.30 there, and I'm going to put fines. And now here, I am going to do another formula for a sum. Okay, but I want K, that total from K68, which was our subtotal from the Cuba cash drawer. So K68 colon, and our total fines, which is on K71. Okay, 106.90 matches what was from our cash drawer in Evergreen. So I'm just going to take that out now because it's over here. And that is our total.